With the spread of the internet and smartphones in ASEAN, consumption patterns are advancing and diversifying. A prominent example is the utilization rate of e-commerce and mobile commerce. In particular, the penetration rate of mobile commerce is especially apparent compared with the low ownership rate of credit cards. However, the average cost of e-commerce transactions varies from country to country. This data implies that despite the e-commerce infrastructure put in place, there is still room to increase its consumption potential. Singapore has been a major hub for logistics in ASEAN, where both land and air transportation are further developing. It is suggested that Singapore functions as an important transport hub of ASEAN. In ASEAN, Thailand and CLMV, Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and Vietnam are called continental ASEAN and are huge economic areas with about 230 million population. We will explain the three main economic corridors that run from north to south and from east to west in the mainland ASEAN region. First is the North-South Economic Corridor. The road starts in Kunming in southwestern China and extends to Hanoi in the east. In the west, it extends and diverges into two roads going south. One goes through Chiang Mai in northern Thailand and the other towards Vientiane, the capital of Lao PDR. Finally, it converges in Bangkok as the final destination. This corridor is expected to increase China's economic influence throughout the Indo-China Peninsula. The East-West Economic Corridor connects Molamien in Myanmar to the west, Thailand until Da Nang port in Vietnam to the east. This road has increased the daily traffic volume by 8 times. The Southern Economic Corridor runs from Dawei in southern Myanmar through Thailand to Sihanoukville in southern Cambodia until Ho Chi Minh in southern Vietnam. Traffic congestion in this corridor have been seen as the population grows and needs further development. Furthermore, medium-sized cities in each ASEAN countries are connected by feeder shipping routes, and the goods and commodities are gathered in major cities for export and import, then transported to other countries outside of the ASEAN region. The sales of Japanese overseas affiliates in Asia have been increasing on a yearly basis, and sales in ASEAN in 2017 as a whole increased 1.6 times compared to 2010, surpassing that of China. Looking at the trade direction from Japan to ASEAN, while the export value from Japan remains flat, the sales of Japanese affiliates in ASEAN are rising. This suggests that the number of international transactions of Japanese affiliates in ASEAN is increasing. In light of this, it can be foreseen that more Japanese affiliates will definitely play an important role in ASEAN in the future.